Good morning, good morning, good morning, folks. Told you I'd be back. Welcome to today's second episode of Spilling Tea. It is Tuesday, so that means we are going back to that horrible world known as the Agape boarding school. But before we do, the usual disclaimers. In the description box, you are going to see the links to every single article and newscast that we have gone over thus far in regards to the Agape boarding school situation. You're also going to find linked in there the change.org Shut Agape Boarding School Down petition. If you could, folks, please share all these links as well as that change.org petition on all your social media. Okay? Agape Boarding School is a Christian-themed boarding school based out of Stockton, Missouri that has, and pending, folks, over 21 substantiated civil lawsuits, claims and allegations that allege physical abuse, sexual abuse, psychological and emotional abuse, starvation, and yes, thus far, even child trafficking. We have one former staff member who's been arrested by the FBI, another a doctor who still lives on the premises with the 35 kids that are still there, up on multiple substantiated claims due to the investigations done by the Missouri Department of Social Services of countless counts of sodomy and sexual abuse of the students there. You have an attorney general who's currently running for Senate who has dropped the ball so spectacularly that we are now going through the second petition for a civil lawsuit after they fumbled the football so goddamn bad that the other court case got dismissed. Please, folks, share on all social media and let this bastard Eric Schmidt know how you feel. We also got the pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. When we discussed Agape boarding school, folks, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of kids who are troubled with mental health issues and with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. This channel is marked not for children for a reason. We use profanity and we talk about dark subjects on this channel. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching these videos, parental supervision is very obviously advised. Also, folks, it's 9:56 and Tiffany can't brain today. So if I stumble over my words, folks, apologies in advance, all right? So we're going to go back to where we left off this Tuesday. This is the new petition for a new trial that is in regards to the Agape boarding school. The most recent news, by the way, is that Agape is trying to get the trial pushed off to next summer. Yeah, share those links. Share that change.org. Let's get an uproar going, shall we? These kids, some of them have been waiting 30 years for justice. We have kids still in danger, stuck in this school. Okay? Alright, so, nature of action. In summer of 2021, the passage of House Bill number 557 and 560, collectively HB 557, closed a loophole in Missouri's child protection system that had gone unaddressed for decades. Press release George Parsons signs bill and aimed at addressing abuse in unlicensed youth residential facilities that to this day, folks, they have yet to enforce. Missouri's Kid First, July 14th, 2021, available at, and they give the link there. Exhibit A, the new law keeps more of Missouri's children safe from abuse and neglect. If that's true, why are the fucking students still there? I'm gonna call out my state here. What the fuck, Mike Parsons? Are you kidding me? Explain to me how you are saving them from abuse and neglect when they're still fucking there. You have literally staff members there that are up on allegations of abuse that still have daily interactions with the kids that are still left. You have a doctor who's facing prison time for multiple counts of sodomy and sexual abuse that still lives on the premises. Boys, do your job. God. The Attorney General of Missouri and Missouri Department of Social Services have received credible information that Agape Boarding School is violating the prohibitions of HB 557. Then do something about it. You have the law in your hands. You shouldn't have to do a fucking civil lawsuit. You should execute the law. The Attorney General and DSS seek immediate injunctive relief to put an end to this safety concern and protect the children from abuse and neglect. Here's my question. If we already have a law in place, if we have evidence that that law is being violated, why and how in the name of God is this place still open? Why are we petitioning the courts? You already have a law in place that gives you the power to shut this place the fuck down and get those kids out. Why are we not doing it? Why are we trying to go through the courts here? You have legal precedent here. Legal precedent. It has been a year since that law has been passed. A fucking year of torture and abuse and sexual abuse and child exploitation. You have the law on your side and you've done nothing. Seriously? Seriously, let's discuss this here. You had a law put in place last year that the governor signed that gives you the full legal right to shut that place down. You have more than enough evidence to be able to do so. You've done nothing. Now you're doing this half-ass plead through the courts to make the courts do your job for you. In the meantime, you are busy spending tax dollars going to kiss Donald Trump's ass. But you celebrate because you saved the children in the womb. What about kids outside the room, Eric and Mike? What about the kids outside the womb? You have plenty of evidence. You have the law on your side. But here you are trying to get the courts to do the job that is in your authority to do and should have been done a year ago. A year ago. It makes no sense. No sense. When you have the legal authority to close this place down and get these kids to a safe place, why this place is still open. Are you all outside of your minds? This is not just like accusations here, okay? These are substantiated claims with hard evidence to back them up. You are within your full legal rights and have the authority, Eric Schmidt, by the power of your office to get those kids the hell out of there. What the hell have you been doing for a year? Suing Biden over college loans being forgiven? What about these kids? No, let's fuck over college students. Fucking over college students is more important than getting kids away from fucking pedophiles. You see what we're dealing with out here, folks? The priorities of these bastards who like to say with their whole chest, we're here for the children. We're going to save America. You want to know how you save America, Eric? By protecting her children. I'm going to say that for the idiots in the back. You want to know how you make America greater? You protect her children. It's really that simple. All the political posturing and mega bullshit you all feed yourselves for breakfast every morning does not take away your complete and utter negligence in regards to this case. It is baffling. It is an absolute horrific mindfuck that you've had the power for a year to close this place down and you've done nothing. But now, because there's a fire underneath your ass, you're going to go begging to the courts when your office gives you the right. Use your authority, Eric. This is why you have no place in Washington. You won't even exercise the power of your office to protect these goddamn kids. And I'm supposed to believe you would represent me well in Washington? It's bullshit, Eric. You're afraid of the Christian conglomerate out here. Just admit it. You're afraid if you go too hard on these people that your Christian base will desert you. And they should, Eric. They should desert you. These people are using Christianity as a fucking shield and you're letting them get away with it. How dare you? And for all you mega churches kissing his ass and willing everyone to put him in Washington because he protected children in the womb, what about those kids? Don't they deserve protection? Don't they deserve to feel safe? Don't they deserve to get the help they're going to need to deal with the bullshit this place has put them through? This isn't Christianity, folks. This is some bizarro world mutilated version of it. I've grown up here a long time, and I've just sit there as these mega churches have gotten worse and worse and more corrupt every fucking year. There's a few good places out here. People who genuinely care. Who protest when things like this go down. Who've helped me fight the fucking JRC. Who've protested what's happening to the women in Iran. People who give a shit. But these mega churches have dropped their true religion for greed and power. Don't believe me? Watch these newscasts. These mega churches that will prop certain politicians up every single election cycle. And they're afraid of them, these politicians. These groups have an enormous amount of wealth and power out here. Enormous. It goes to explain why Eric Schmidt, in spite of the fact that the law gives him full authority to close this place down and protect these kids, why he doesn't. For a small church, these folks are very politically active, and they got a lot of high-powered friends. It's the JRC all fucking over again. These places are all the same. They use different ideological covering, whether it's pseudoscience or it's religion. And they have these politicians by the balls, folks. Eric Schmidt, you are a coward. The fact that you are more concerned about the people who are lining your war chest than you are about kids who are in real fucking danger lays the lie behind your whole goddamn campaign. You don't care about kids. You don't care about the women that you fucked over in this state. You don't give a shit about even setting systems in place now that you're forcing these women to have births in order to help them be able to raise the child in a world where inflation is making it hard just for me and my own single ass trying to make it every day. You don't give a shit about the kids who are already here, Eric. And guess what? Their lives, their sense of safety, their human and civil rights fucking matter. I'm going to close out on that note. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject, and the few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So, folks, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time, and as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.